commit and just play all out. I think that's what's important, is that you play all out. You put in the time, energy, and effort it deserves, and you treat it like the business that you want it to be. You know, if this thing was easy, let's face it, everyone would be doing it. You know, who wouldn't want to be able to work from home every day, work when you want, wherever you want, and create this crazy income that, you know, I know you guys are well aware that some people that are literally working with you every day are creating. But what I also want to let you guys know, that every single one of you guys can be one of those people if you decide you are going to be one of those people. I think one of the first decisions to make is decide, is all the kids gone to bed? Maybe, I hope so, because fuck it, I'm going to be one of them. You know, I think that's what's important, guys, first and foremost, is belief. That you believe in yourself and that you're going to town on that, and that you're doing that. Because I can tell you guys, I don't care who you are, there's someone in this Juice Plus business that's got a bigger story than you've ever had about why you can't be successful, that are successful. So it's important that you make sure that you get started and that you play full out. And I think, you know, when I think about the days when I first started, and, you know, I did get off to a pretty cool start, but I can tell you when I first started, I decided that I'm going to go all the way with this thing. And I think the people that decide that they are and they play full out, is that especially for women, and no disrespect to women, but women need certainty, girls. You know what happens when life gets stressful, financially stressful. You know, if you're working at a job place and it feels like there's a bit of disharmony at work, and that, you know, people don't want to be a part of that. They want to follow certainty. So the thing is, you know, one thing is you've got to ask yourself, you know, as you build team, and I want to let you guys know that probably one of the most important things of building a great business is building a team, not just a team, not just a business full of customers. So some of you guys in this team are some of the best have got some of the best customer lists out of all of Team Freestyle, which is incredible. You know, like, think about Team Freestyle is literally the biggest team in Australia, and some of you guys have got some of the biggest customer lists in Australia. That's what that means, which is crazy. But what will grow an amazing business where you can sit on the beach and still make money, where you can, shit comes up in life, and shit does come up in life. I definitely have experienced that over the last couple of weeks. And to have peace of mind financially, that you know that your business is growing with or without you, that's the beauty of what this business is. And so building a team is important. So mastering that skill and having belief that you can do that is so important. So important. So I just want to remind you guys. So I think make sure you get started. And the second is just stay in the game. You know, I think, you know, Kylie, Tanika, you know, you girls that are probably the leaders of this group, from what I understand, those girls have continued to stay in the game. They're consistent. They show up. Yes, stuff happens in life at times and they do more than other times, but they continue to stay in the game and somehow to find consistency. What I know, those that come and play full out for a month and then disappear for a month and then come back, that inconsistency is usually passed on through your team. Is that your team's kind of trying to be a part, like, the thing is that, you know, you want to be the best example of your team. And then the question you've got to ask yourself is, if this business is about sharing the business and having people come follow you because they're following this line of certainty, then the question is that you've got to ask yourself right now, would you follow you? Now, you think about you right now. If you were going to go up to yourself right now and say, like, come and join my team, this thing's amazing, based on your belief and where you're at and how certain you are that you're going to be successful at this, would you join your own team? You think about if you're think you're going for a job interview right now with yourself and you're considering joining your team, would you do it? And if your answer isn't absolutely I would, because I freaking rock, or that person rocks and that's you, then what do you need to do? What do you need to do on a daily basis to help yourself build belief? belief in the product, belief in the industry, and belief in yourself. And often what I find, and I think this team, I don't think belief in the product's a problem. I can see that by the amount of customers that come into this team. But if it's belief, if getting team is your biggest challenge, I can tell you somewhere along the line, there's some belief in the industry, the business, or yourself that's letting you down. And so I would just urge you to treat this business like anything else. Imagine, like, honestly, guys, like, you know, I love that I earn more than doctors. I love that we earn more than what someone goes to university for 10 years to do a doctorate in medicine. And I just went to an event one Thursday night at Linda's house, and 2 years later, I'm earning more than most doctors. That's freaking awesome. And they think they're the smart ones. So the thing is, guys, do you treat this like this is your career? Or do you treat this like it's this other thing that, you know, when I get time, I get time. And the thing is, you know, what I know is probably you got, most of you guys are, I'm like preaching to the converted.
Completely, Paul.
You guys are the ones that are making time on a Tuesday night to, you know, get on the event and support the event and invite, but you're also sticking around and doing training till, you know, 9 o'clock at night. But I know, guys, it's your consistency and showing up that you will get rewarded. And I see it time and time again. There are, you know, one of the girls that I just, you know, one person I see coming up through the ranks in our business right now that has just been such an example of staying in the game is a girl by the name of Tracy B. Some of you guys may or may not know her, but she's in Team Freestyle. She's got like 55, 60 customers, but has never really been able to get team. Like literally has never been able to. And I said, maybe if you could be a quarter as good at getting team as you are getting customers, you're like, you'd be an NMD tomorrow. Like, you're so amazing. And, you know, I don't know what the switch was, but she's continued to stay in the game. She's continued to become more and more teachable, because I think, honestly, probably the big thing is that she wanted to do everything on her own. And so she's really just surrendered to the system and put people in front and just done that. And I think she'll be SSC this month. So in the last, I think, 3 months, she's got to SC and then SSC to follow on. So it's pretty cool. So I think if you, and that she's just a great example of staying in the game. She's got a great business. She's finally found some rock stars. But the thing is, guys, must be the name, I agree. But I think the thing is, guys, is if you continue to stay in the game and you continue to keep your belief and faith and effort, then when a rock star comes into your life, then you're ready for them. The thing is if you're playing like, what's that donkey that, is it Eeyore? If you're playing Eeyore for the day, I'm telling you, no rock star want to join Eeyore's team, right? So you're not going to attract that rock star in that moment. So honestly, guys, when you just know that everything is perfect and everything is meant to happen the way it's meant to happen, and you just embrace that and you crack on and you think, well, what can I learn from this? It's not like I'm stupid or I can't do this or I'm hopeless. That everything is there for a reason. You know, we all have our times in this business where it's like, shit, I wish it'd be easier. But again, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. That's why this thing ain't easy. If it was easy, you wouldn't cry when you get to NMD. That's why when everyone gets to NMD and they get on stage, they cry. Even me. Right? Because it's a journey. You finally realize, shit, I can do this thing and I'm going to go all the way. And I think, but it really does start with you guys deciding that I'm going to do this, and you're clear. And one thing I'd say to you guys right now is, do you know what you want to achieve in the next 60 to 90 days? And that you're laser focused on that? Do you have it up somewhere? If you don't, I really want to encourage you guys that you've got it up somewhere. Not just, oh, it's in my head, or, what do you want in the next 60 to 90 days? What figure could land, what figure of money would you love to see land in your bank account in the next 60 to 90 days that would put a smile on your face about this business? Think about your commission, your bonuses, teacher bonuses, those sort of things. What figure would put a smile on your face right now in the next 60 to 90 days? And then do you know what it's going to take to do that? Who do you have to, what position that you'll promote to? And then if you're going to promote to a certain position, do you know how many people you need to help to get to what positions? Do you have those people that actually want to get to those positions? If you don't, guess what? You better go find them. I think a lot of us, and I want to let you guys know, I think sometimes people ask me, how have you just keep playing. I was always focused, one, of where I wanted to get to. I had massive desire. We wanted to get out of where we're at financially. We're sick of our full-time. I was sick of my business. I was sick of the long hours, and felt like I was being held to ransom by my staff, and just the stress of it and the pressure that it placed on myself and Kira and all those things. But that was what I wanted, right? That's what I wanted to get out of that, but I needed to work out what would it take to get out of that. So we had a figure, right? We had a figure. Our figure was $10,000 a month. I knew that once we got to $10,000 a month, we could start to consider the idea of closing the doors of the gym. So if you honestly have got a goal, like I'm sick of working full time, or I'd love to drop a couple of days at work, or I want to be able to spend every day at home with the kids, or whatever it is, do you actually know what that needs to look like in your bank account every month? And put it up somewhere. And then the next thing is, if that goal is like a 12-month goal or something like that, then generally a lot of us is something that's 12 months. We kind of put it off until there's like a month to go, and then we realize, shit, I can't even do that. Like, it's impossible now. But so my thing is then break it down. Break it down to what it'll be, what it needs to be in the next 60 to 90 days. Break it down what it needs to be in the next 6 months. And then work out who you need to help. Not based on individual, I need to help her and him. Because the thing is, guys, not everyone ends up being what you were hoping they were going to be. And you've got to be okay with that. And you've got to understand you're not that important, that you can shape everyone's life. And you can influence people to a level that they'll just do what you hope that they'll do. People will do what they do, and that's the reality of what this business is about. Your job is to not do stuff for people. It's to support and help them and coach them to believe in themselves and give them the power to be in action. I think one of the things that's always worked well for me is that if I've got team, I'm making them aware of how much money that they could make in the next 60 to 90 days. I think a lot of people don't even realize that if they got to SDVF in their first 40 days, that they'd pick up a $100 bonus. If they did DVF in their first 10 days, they'd get a $400 bonus. They know those bonuses, but they don't also realize that there's retail and profit, retail and commission on top of that. That usually means that they could make $700, $800 to $1,000 in their first 40 days. The conversation when I ask someone, if you could make $1,000 or more in the next 40 days, what would you be prepared to do? When I ask that question, and that's in the game plan chat, if you guys are using that video, I think it's really powerful. If you're not comfortable just doing the game plan chat, but I would also urge you guys, if you haven't seen the game plan chat, that you go watch it. You guys go watch it and really work out what you want in the next 60 to 90 days. And it doesn't matter where you guys are at in the business. I think what's important is that you put your stake back in the ground. You work out why you're here. You know, what do you want to get from this? If I could click my fingers right now, girls, they're all girls here, right? And if you're not, you're no. If I could click my fingers and give you what you want right now from this business in the next 12 months, do you know what that looks like? Can you tell me that straight away? Like what figure would be landing in your bank account every month in 12 months' time? It's important, guys. And I love, Carly, what I love is that you really know what position you want to be at. But I'm telling you, girl, that position ain't going to change your life. It's the money. And it's not the money, it's what money gives you the opportunity to do. Gives you more freedom, more choices, more opportunities, you know, lots of things. Money's a good thing, guys. Money's a freaking amazing thing, and embrace it. And until you embrace it and love it, it'll never come into your life. So just go, I fucking love money. It's awesome. And I want shitloads of it. So I can help my family, so I can give my kids the experiences that I could only dream of, so I can buy my wife freaking amazing gifts so she, you know, loves me like never before. Because you girls like gifts, right? But I think it's important, right? It's important that you know what you want. And you, like, honestly, make it so clear, it's crazy. Not fluff. I think once you get that and you get excited and you get focused on that every day and you wake up and you remind yourself, even on the shit days, you're like, that's it, I'm going to do this. And the thing I want to ask you is, if not this, then what? Like, honestly, if you've got a better option, go do it. Stop wasting your time here. Go and do it. Go and find the thing that can give you 8, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 a month, where you can do it from home, whenever, wherever, and it just keeps growing with or without you over time.
Hey, Adam.
Yep.
Just quickly, could you just explain to the girls, like, say they're wanting $5,000 to land in their bank account a month. How do we kind of, like, I know you talk a lot about clubs, and say with 8 club, you'll be earning roughly this amount. So how can we kind of make it a bit more clearer? And yeah, they're saying 5,000 a month. Okay, so to be making 5,000 a month, you need to be basically having this in your business, or
good one. So 3 club. And if you guys don't know what one club means is that you've been able to help someone get to SDVF. Doesn't have to be direct to you. Could be under someone, and that they've got a qualified business. Okay, so that is one club. You need to be qualified, but you don't count as one of your clubs. So 3 club normally means that you're making about $1,000 a month. That doesn't include bonuses. That's just retail and commission. $1,000 a month. Once you get to 8 club, it's about 2,000. Once you get to 12 club, it's anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 a month, depending on how strong that 12 club is. Yeah. Then once you get to 24 club, that generally will be somewhere between $6,000 to $8,000 a month. 39 is like 8 to 10. 50 club is like 10 to 12,000 a month. Once you get to 100 club is you're earning about 20 to 25,000 a month. But in saying that, that doesn't include bonuses. What I can tell you guys, and you know, I don't try to tell you guys to impress you, but I know Kira last month went about 120 club, maybe just under 120 club, and she earned almost 40 grand last month. And so that includes bonuses, right? She had a crazy month of bonuses, teacher bonuses, all that stuff. So yeah, it's great. It's great. Like, so that I'm just talking, when I talk the money, I'm just talking the commission and retail. I'm not talking about any bonuses when I talk about that. So, and then honestly, girls, this business is so simple. It, like, you know, it's at times I'm like, oh my God, this thing. So I want it to be more complicated because then I could talk about more shit, but it's so simple. It's so simple. Get to SDVF, qualify your business and stay qualified. How you stay qualified is over time that you build yourself up so you've got a customer list of 20 to 25 customers. Okay, that's how you stay qualified. While you're doing that, you bring on new team. If you're bringing on 2 to 3 new team every month, right? If you're bringing on 2 to 3 new team every month and you were bringing on 5 to 8 new customers every month, even early on in your business, then over the first 6 months of your business, you'll have enough customers to qualify your business without the help of any downline, because if anyone that isn't SDVF that is direct to you or down that line, then their orders go towards yours to qualify. If you're not SDVF right now, then don't even worry about that conversation because it's another conversation. But get to SDVF, qualify your business. And then the third step of our business, guys, is help other people or teach other people how to do the same. Find your workers, find those. And honestly, guys, right now, this time of the month, is work out who could get to SDVF in your downline. Make sure somebody is working with people that want to get there. Right? So I'm not saying that you have to work with every single one of your downline, you know, that aren't direct to you. That I've only got 3 minutes as well, buddy. So I'm going to have to scoot as well. But honestly, guys, find the people that are in your downline right now that are on 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 that are still within their first 60 days and say, let's make sure that you're, like, someone's talking to them about, hey, is getting to SDVF something that's important to you? You know, if you're all in, I'm all in. Let's do this thing. Let's make sure someone has got their back and they're helping them. Guys, what you get is that if you start making this business about you and your position, it doesn't work. The one thing I got very early, this business is about helping people get what they want. Find the workers in your team, link arms with them, help them get what they want. Don't do it for them. Work with them. Get on 3-way calls with them. You know, keep them focused, coach them through. Don't buy into their bullshit excuses why they feel like they can't do this. And then get them to do the same. Get them to find their workers. Find out what their goal is. That's the moment where you focus on yourself and you say, okay, what's my goal? What do I want to create? And then go out and work out who you got to help, who you got to impact to achieve your goals. And that's what it's about. To get to SC, guys, you need to help 2 people get to SDVF and 1 to DVF. Simple. And usually to get to SC is that you're going to need more than 3 people, because if you think those 3 people are all going to line up like ducks the way you want, then you're wrong. So you need, normally sales coordinator means that you have to have about 5 team, 5 frontline. So the thing is, are you doing the activities that find team? And hiding behind Facebook doesn't work. It's legitimately, guys, reaching out and talking to people. And if you go to our script book, In Team Freestyle, right, the script book, use the direct approach. Make sure you're doing 1 direct approach every day, and it's not that direct. Go and find it and use it. It works. And until you're doing that every day for 30 days, don't tell me you can't find team. Because I know it works, guys. Get your chicken list out and start reaching out to people. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to go like this. What was I thinking? What was I so scared of? Because it works, guys. I know it does. And I'm all in, girls. I'm all in.